Hello, children. Tonight, we go back to Kaya. But in this case, we go to a different version of Kaya. So, this is a very old... Actually, I can't even say it's very old. It's maybe like 3 years old. It's a watercolor painting that I did while I was at work one day. And I decided I want to make it digital. We may not finish this in one video. It might be multiple. I don't know yet. But we're gonna work on her a little bit. So... So for those that are new, I like to input okay, it sounds really conceited, but I like to input myself into, like, my favorite TV world, like Naruto, I made Kaya, Rugrats, I made Chucky's older sister, Lily. I've done a bunch of weird things, and it's all just for my own entertainment, just for my own, like, self, I guess. It's not really for anybody, just me. In this case, we have a mixture of Avatar. This is Avatar: The Last Airbender with my girl Kaya. Completely different individuals, but they still look exactly the same. Well, I shouldn't say completely different individuals, because they both still do bending, but personality-wise, they have their differences. But, yeah. I kind of wanted to mess with her a little bit. Actually, I don't know. I don't think I'm willing to work on this one right now. This is a really candid video right now. Like, I don't really know what's happening. I'm just kind of debating on something to draw. There's too many things in my head going on right now. It's like I can't concentrate. So I think this is going to be a synesthesia piece, just on the fact that I can't concentrate at the moment. So I started doing this a while ago without even knowing it, and my friends pointed it out to me. When I get either really stressed or, like, really, I don't know, depressed, I guess? I wouldn't say depressed is the word, but... basically, if I get close to a mental snap, I tend to draw in reds and blues, and I'm feeling Austin's mental snap hard right now, so I'm, like, leaning towards those reds and blues, and it's not a bad thing. This is how I cope. This is how I get my feelings out. I literally just go ape shit on a canvas that's digital. Doesn't have to look pretty. Doesn't have to look good. It just pardon my language, it just has to fucking represent how I feel. And you know what? Gosh darn it. Red and blue do that for me. Even though my favorite color is green, red and blue, man. That's my shit. That's my shit, man. I'm falling apart. I'm not necessarily falling apart right now. I'm just... Usually I have the words for everything. I'm usually really good with words. Because I bring myself out of my own mental break sometimes. And I'm just used to doing it that way. But I just wish I had the right words to make him feel better. Because I really do. If anyone has, like, words, it doesn't even have to be, like, words pertaining to this. It can just be words like what, if, and but. You can just send those to me, and I'd appreciate that. It's something better than what I'm coming up with in my own head. So. And I notice at the same time, the more stressed I get, the more brush strokes come out. And then it's like... So this... I want to see what bloom looks like on this. That really doesn't do anything. What does glitch look like? See, to me it takes away from the detail. Like, it takes away from, like... Hold up. We're getting real close on this one. It takes away from, like, the details of these lines right in here. It gets rid of these details. Like, it hides so much. It has its place. I'm not saying it's a bad effect. It's a good effect. It just has its place. This one I'm feeling some chromatic aberration, actually. What happens if I put bloom on that? That really doesn't do anything. What happens? I'm just messing with it at this point. What if I change the hue? That is so satisfying to watch. Oh my god. Not gonna lie, if I was medicated right now, I could do this for hours. Sober me can do that for hours. Fuck. So this little guy gets my seal of approval. He's gonna go on Patreon. All these go on Patreon. You guys get the good stuff. Like, straight up, I have it set up that way to literally attract people to my Patreon. It's like, okay, if you like the clips, that's literally the free advertisement. If you want to see the actual picture, go to my Patreon. So it's kind of like in pay-per-view. Oh, it's kind of like in pay-per-view. I don't know how I feel about that, guys. So, I'm going to talk about it. Because I have been ashamed of it in the past, and I'm learning to accept it. But a couple of you know. Some of you don't. I used to have an OnlyFans account. No one will find it. No one will. Because I have that shit locked down tight. And deleted, by the way. Everything that was associated with that account has been deleted. And I won't even say what was associated with that account. So if you try to look, you ain't gonna find anything. But that's not why I'm telling everybody. Well, I was gonna make a point with this. It was gonna be, like, really inspirational and, like, encouraging. And now I just completely lost my train of thought on that whole process, and now I just feel kind of weird. Where was I going with this? I was gonna make a point. I was gonna make a really good point. I had, like, a conversation I was gonna talk about, and it was gonna be, like, kind of cool. That's really pretty. I'm leaving that. Need some more lavender in here, though. God, I don't remember what my point was. I was talking about OnlyFans. It's like... Y'all, I'm sorry. I don't remember. I honestly had, like, an inspirational speech that I was going to go into, and I completely forgot what I was going to talk about. Ain't that great? I hate when that happens. I'm getting, like, some really heavy orchid vibes from this. Like, really heavy orchid vibes. I really want to see this bloomed, but I'm going to wait till I'm done. I'm going to be crazy. Not that one. I want, like, a little bit, but not, like... Ugh. Nah, not feeling the green. I was for like a split second, and then it's like, nope. Oh, I was talking about words. That's what it was. Something else might come to me later, but my point that I was trying to make, I didn't necessarily feel... I mean, I was comfortable throughout the whole process because it was just me and my husband. There was nothing to make me necessarily feel uncomfortable. I just feel, I don't know, a little, I don't know. I think the best way to explain it is I disappointed my inner child. I think is probably the best way to explain it, and that may not make a bunch of sense, but it makes sense to me. So I think that's what matters. But it's like, you know, we all do stuff. I think I'm going back onto the computer now. This is really candid video. I'm just venting and just going, and y'all are just, you're dealing with it. If you're still here, I'm proud of you. Like, for real, if you're genuinely still here, you get some merch. Comment on this video if you watched until this part. If you comment, I will give you some merch. I'm not even kidding. Mainly just because I want to actually see who watches these, because there's some views. There's some. But not a ton. And it's like, who watches my videos? Who actually watches these? They're weird. I just sit and talk about random nonsense because I don't know what else to talk about. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm gonna call it good for this video for now. We will come back with another one, because I have a couple ideas.